This reunion gets a B minus for me. There was things that needed to be talked about that wasn't talked about. There were people that needed to be highlighted that weren't highlighted. There were things that were highlighted for way too long. It gets a B minus. I feel like Serena and Cordell were the winner, but they were barely highlighted. I think Cordell was asked like one question about Cheez-Its and we barely heard about them. I just wish they were highlighted a little bit more. I wish that we got to see Janae confront Connor because I definitely felt the tension and we didn't see any of it addressed. I know that a lot of people were disappointed because they thought it was going to be this crazy fire reunion and all we got was fire pit scene and Nicole outing Kendall some more when it came to his video, which I thought was super unnecessary. And another reason why it gets a B minus is that fire pit scene being so long. We could have saw 3 minutes of that and understood that yes, Leah played a backseat. Let's get into this reunion. What a great way to open up the reunion with Janae and her "we're pregnant" joke. Oh my god, that got me so good. What a delivery. We need our girl Janae here. The lack of acknowledgement of the disrespect that she got from Connor. That was weird for me. And you could see every time Connor was talking, Janae was irked. I was irked. I did not want to see him on the reunion. I said in my last video, if he did not come with an apology, I didn't want to see him at all. And for them to put him behind Janae and Kenny, so that every time we saw Janae and Kenny, we had to be reminded that Connor's an asshole. I mean, like, why? Why bring him to sit there to not acknowledge any of the microaggressions he brought during the show and post the show? Because even after the show, when he was doing interviews, he was talking shit about Janae. They canceled Kane from the reunion, but they couldn't cancel Connor for the disrespect. That was weird. To bring him on just to not acknowledge it. What a waste of the viewer's time having his face on there. I definitely didn't want to see him. I've got nothing for him. He can disappear into the ethers and I wouldn't even notice. So I hope this is the end that we see of him. I know Janae will be fine without his apology. His ignorance and lack of acknowledgement, he can live with that. What did surprise me was Corey's apology to Janae. That was very unexpected, and he definitely did not have to apologize to her for his comment because let's be real, this is Love Island USA. Who expects any of these couples to last? But Corey did apologize to Janae, and I appreciate him doing that because nobody should be talking shit about Janae. They addressed Hannah's makeup situation because it was like, why are you caking up people's faces the whole time you're on the island? And I feel bad that she got hate over it because it was nothing to be hated over. But I do think that an encouragement from the internet to give her a styling routine for her makeup to make sure that it doesn't transfer like that is more helpful than anything. If there were some constructive criticism within all the hate, I hope she was able to find it and to find the routine that is best for her because I know how hard it is. So I hope she was able to find the best routine for her out of this. Aside from all the hate, you see that she's like, I don't care. Like, she has amazing confidence, and I'm happy for her that they can't take her down because one thing about the internet is they will try to take you down for any little reason, even if it makes no sense because it has nothing to do with the person's character. Cordell got his Cheez-Its deal. I'm so proud of him. Who could have thought him making the jokes about Cheez-Its would just propel him to manifest it? I'm so happy and just proud to see that Cordell is getting the most out of this because he deserves it. He literally led Serena and them to victory. Without his commitment and his consistency with Serena, despite the fact that she was hot and cold at the beginning, they would have never won. So to see Cordell just also getting the most out of this, I'm so happy for him. Congratulations, Cordell. According to all the finalists, they are all still together. Serena and Cordell are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. Janae and Kenny are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. Leah and Miguel are official. The only one who is together, but we're not sure how official they are, is Kendall and Nicole. When Serena said, moving into the new apartment, I was like, wait, is Cordell and Serena moving in together? That would be a little fast. But it turns out that Cordell is actually just moving to LA to be closer to her. And I don't think they're actually moving in together, which is so sweet and shows how much he really intends to go beyond the show. I feel like this has been the most authentic season of reality TV show. Season 6, Love Island, we saw a lot of people just being themselves, and we can see that in Cordell and how he is with Serena outside the show, still just as consistent as he was on the island. Nicole just giving it to Kendall at the reunion felt was a little inappropriate. That wasn't the space and to speak on it like that. I'm shocked that Ariana didn't shut that down sooner. I get it, he lied, and I'm with Serena on this one. Like, you either learn to forgive or you send him packing. You only have a few choices in this situation, especially if you say you want to be with the person. To see the cast take Kendall's side and try to get her to understand his side, understandable. I'm with the cast when it comes to the situation with Kendall and Nicole. It's just that if you still want to be with him and you still love him like she's saying, there's going to have to be grace given, because that's the only way you can move on from someone you love who tells you a lie, who you still want to continue being in a relationship with. If you don't give them the grace of forgiveness, you can't really move on. And that's where she is. That's why she's like, we're still together, but we're trying to figure things out. I also see Cole's point of view where she says she didn't feel safe and secure from social media while he looks like he was having the best time of his life. If he wants to be with her, he should be trying to make her feel safe and secure as much as possible. And him going online and having the best time of his life, I did find it wild. I guess everyone's reaction is different. The whole world is having a reaction to him, while in her situation with him, it was only them two. And she only had to react to his lie. He had to react to the whole internet seeing him in an intimate situation. For that only, you either learn to give grace or you move on. I also get the sense that she doesn't want to move on with him. She says they're still in a relationship at the reunion, but it's giving, I don't want to forgive you. It's giving, I don't want to talk to you. It's giving, I'm coming to the reunion only to talk to you and to let you have it and to tell you how you didn't show up for me. But outside of the reunion, she really wasn't talking to him. And I feel like she knew the reunion was going to be very tense for him, especially because he's sitting on pins and needles wondering when are they going to bring this video up. And she just slams him with it immediately. I'm surprised they did not shut that segment of the reunion down. The next day after the reunion drops, Kendall and Nicole announces that they're broken up, and Nicole let the world know it was Kendall. He broke up with her. So I think that this limbo that they were in is just not healthy for either one of them. Let this be a clear warning as to why you don't send explicit images of yourself. You never know where it could be taken or how it could be delivered or who it's being delivered to. For that reason alone, don't send explicit images of yourself to anyone. If you're liking my content, please like, subscribe, and just support this channel. Nia and Serena are two peas in a pod, and they are not serious. The way they were laughing at Nicole while she was talking, and Janae coming in like the therapist, I'm done. These girls, they're so funny. Andrea, honestly, she talks a lot. You can see that throughout the whole reunion. She just yammers on. During Leah's and Andrea's argument, Janae interjected, and it was unnecessary. Leah was holding her own. Leah had it. Leah was saying her piece. When Janae took out those receipts, that is a moment we need in life. We needed that. As I was watching the reunion, at first I was like, Ariana, you're skipping over the whole drama with why they sent Andrea home. So the whole surprise towards the end where we see the full conversation at the fire pit. Yes, I wanted to see that. Because in the last video I made, I was like, Liv was so wrong for that. I'm so happy that Liv apologized and she just owned up to it. She was like, yeah, that was a miscommunication situation, and I'm glad that they addressed that. But I didn't know it was going to be almost 30 minutes. That felt like a little bit much just to spend on the Andrea drama. Considering there were other scenes I would have rather saw in its entirety. We could have saw what happened at the end of movie night because we didn't see all of movie night. Another scene I wouldn't have mind seeing would have been the scene where Rob tells Leah she's unattractive and then jumps into the pool. I would have loved to see that in its entirety. So there were other things they could have done with that time. Rob, he played Andrea. After doing such a dramatic scene, he never once probably reached out to that girl after coming out and seeing her doing 100 lives of them. So it is what it is. I was talking to my friend about the reunion, and she said that the Casa girls were playing victim at the reunion. I don't know. I think it's fair for everyone to have cleared the air the way that they did and just been like, whatever. This is part of the show. We're in the real world now, and in the real world, we wouldn't have done that. And that's fair to say because they do require you to go for other people's men. And in real life, you probably wouldn't have done that. Leave Casa and move on. So, Kaylor's standing on business with Aaron about Casa at the reunion.
I snubbed her.
What?
Had loads of romantic connections.
Wait, then why didn't you tell me this?
Her response to Aaron when he says, I put my hands down the girl's pants, I snubbed her, was, what? Why didn't you tell me 2 days ago when I was in your hotel room? I'm kind of confused about that. So she still didn't know? You telling me the whole world knew that Aaron was twiddling his little fingers inside the girl, Daniela, at Casa, but she didn't? I'm just shocked. That was such a big stressor on their relationship. She didn't follow up. She didn't get the receipts on that. I'm kind of confused. So, what? She met up with him in New York and what? They got busy again? Oh, that's wild to me. I could not have gone through what she went through with Aaron telling me half-truths in the villa and not immediately watch what happened in Casa. So, Kaylor did an interview post the reunion where she talks about where her head was at during the reunion and what happened. She did watch everything. Her friends and family, I guess, told her she could do better than Aaron. She says that she only found out about those things at the reunion because Daniela only told the half-truth and Aaron wouldn't tell her anything. Was I reading in between the lines a little too much? Because it was on camera when Daniela said, he touched me everywhere. I think Daniela said it the next morning when she was doing her makeup with the girls. She said, Aaron touched me down there. Aaron touched me everywhere. He kissed me everywhere. They practically did everything but actually have sex. And he wanted to have sex with her because he said, I'm going to try to sleep with my pants on. And she was like, yeah, you should. If he could have, he would have slept with her. Congratulations for standing on business at the reunion. But to me, being completely honest, if I was going to be standing on business, I would have did it immediately when we got out. Why was she so shocked at the reunion that he did all that stuff? It was on camera. That's just weird. She must have known something. So why is she so shocked at the reunion? I'm so confused. I'm really confused. If anybody knows the exact reason for why she was shocked, can you leave it in the comment, because I'm really confused. How defensive Aaron gets during the reunion when Kaylor is going in on him, it's too much. It's exactly what he was doing in the villa and exactly why there's an issue here. Take it. Sit back and take your beating because you did this. Take what she's saying and absorb her hurt because this is what you did. But instead, he's defensive. He's saying, well, my granddad died. You still hurt me. And I'm shocked that Kaylor met him afterwards in New York. You're telling me you already saw this and you're still hanging out with him in New York. Why? I'm so confused. Aaron said he had to wait till the reunion to tell her. He didn't want to mess it up, but it was all on camera. Am I missing something? Did we not all know that he was doing the most at Casa? Thank you so much for watching my review of the Love Island reunion. If you're liking my content, please like, subscribe, and just support this channel. It'll help me so much. Love you. Come back for more.